this is where you start itching.
Yeah. And cue allergies. Black Australopes. Little Americana. Another Americana. Where are you going? Americana. This one I think is the speckled Sussex. Rhode Island red. Rhode Island. But it's a ramp. Ooh. Ouch, I hit my head. Too much hay in.
This is a run extension, part of the Ava 2-in chicken coop system. We've been using it as a chicken tractor, but it's not really meant to be moved frequently. And so the design doesn't really have a sturdy wall system. You can see that it moves back and forth. What we're doing is just adding some bracing with a 2x4 that's been ripped in half. And that makes it a lot sturdier. And then I'll put another cross brace this way here, and it'll be really sturdy. And we can then use it as keep using it rather as a chicken tractor.
I'm gonna make 5 homemade dirt baths. I have fresh basil, calendula, and some cilantro. So I went ahead and dried it and I kind of chopped it up. But what the thought was behind this was I'll go ahead and I've got 5 containers, and I'm just gonna put some dirt in each of the containers. And then I'm gonna put some diatomaceous earth in each of the containers. And then I'm gonna put some herbs in there. And hopefully the chickens all like the new dust baths, and that'll have some healthy snacks, and also it'll help with some of, to help with egg production, to help with also respiratory, and also just overall health. Each different herb has a different reason. I'm also going to probably add some dill and some other things, some mint for some pesticides as well. Basically, they're just cat litter boxes, but some cheap cat litter boxes that were deep enough and that had some handles on them that I thought that the chickens, you could get at least 2 chickens in here, and for the littles, they would perhaps fit more. And then for a mixture, it's going to be 2 parts dirt to 1 part diatomaceous earth, approximately. It doesn't have to be an exact mixture. And I'm not going to mix it all up. I'm going to let the chickens do that, because that is the point of a dust bath. Now to go see if the chickens like it. Hi, girl.
We got scraps from the neighbors. I thought I'd let the chickens have a go first before giving it to the pigs. The pigs are munching on gourds, I think, or some sort of squash. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They're from the other neighbors.
And I gave them some cucumbers and some zucchini earlier today.
This is
Eggplant.
eggplant. Yeah. I need to separate it, otherwise they'll just fight over it. Whoa. Yeah, this is what they were, I don't know what this stuff is. Looks like a gourd to me, but it may be squash of some sort. Today, Katie and I have a goal of getting that tarp and this tarp replaced. They're just too big. And so we bought some smaller tarps that we think will fit better so they won't get blown around in the wind as much, and we won't have so much excess in the back. We realized this was too big when we were installing it, so we just kind of left it there knowing that we were going to take care of it later. So we'll do that today, and then I think we're going to try to figure out how we're going to make this area between the two a run, one half for this and then the other half for that coop. So that's the plan today. So we're going to get these tarps off and the new tarps on. Let's get going. Oh, also our neighbors are playing their music really loud, so you guys may not be able to well, basically you guys will enjoy some different music than what we're listening to. So here we go. My wife is completely incapable of focusing on one thing at a time.
I'm focusing on the chickens.
So this is what I was thinking.
Okay.
We would have netting or something go from this corner to that corner.
Okay.
From the back corner to the back corner.
Okay.
And then just divide it down the center.
Okay.
So that one divided down the center would separate the two.
Okay.
But then we have to figure out how we're going to get into the run if we need to.
Right.
It depends on how tall this is.
I mean, that seems to hold them in just fine.
Just the regular net?
Netting, yeah.
Or
This stuff.
yeah. the chicken wire coated with whatever.
The coated chicken wire.
So wherever halfway is, there'd be a door cut out on one side and a door cut out on the other side. And once we get the automatic openers, then we can retrofit it. But for now, we can just cut out a door. And I just wonder if we need to get a 2x4 or something that goes from there to there for the top.
To staple it.
To staple so it doesn't just sag.
And then we could put like a middle.
A middle one. But that would be, I need to get a tape measure, but it's probably 15 to 16 feet.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 8-foot ones and then a middle one, and hopefully they could rest.
Right in the center.
Right in the center.
That'd work.
And then that would give it.
Let me go get 2 8-foots.
Because we could probably rip it and make it a one.
Yeah, we can
and then do it
one
on the bottom and the top.
Let me go grab 2 and we'll see if it.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Hello. It's definitely long enough.
Good. Because what we could do is go from the corner up here to the corner up there. That's definitely high enough.
Yeah.
And then meet them in the middle with a post.
Yep. And then do the same on the bottom. And then that would give us 2 frames that we can then tack all of the stuff to with staples or nail, whatever.
Yeah. I'm just questioning whether or not we rip these.
Yeah.
Because once they're half, they're not quite as
rigid
for, like this will hold itself up pretty
right
easily. And if you step over it, you have a little bit of strength if you happen to rest on it a little bit. But if it's half of this, if there's a knot in it anywhere, it breaks at the knot. I figured that out with the meat.
Oh, with the handle?
With that, yeah, the meatmobile handle just snapped right at the knot.
Do we have to have another frame on the end? You know what I mean? Like
I do know, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I think we're going to need a total then of 4 of the longer ones.
Yep, and then these are 48 inches tall.
So we should be able to cut them in half.
48 inches would be.
So we'd need 1.5 more, right? Because these are 8 foot.
The center one, I'd want it to be a full stud. This post right here.
Like all?
Not ripped. And then the edges here, this one and that one, it could be ripped.
Okay, so we could just use one more.
One more, so it'd be
we need 5. Okay, so we need 10.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking ripping them, because then that reduces it back down significantly.
I'd rather just do the 10. We have to go to town anyway. We can get 10 more for the hoop coops. Call it rigid. Okay, so let's go grab
8 more?
Yep. And then
Are we going to rip some? Let's cut them and rip them over there.
Okay.
And then we'll come back with them.
Okay.
So then we can just build it out.
What's in there, buddy? Is something in those rocks?
Am I good?
Yep.
I missed. All right, that's where I want, that's the center between the two. Okay.
So that's where we're going to put the
90-ish?
Yeah. This goes like that. And then I pre-drilled
Okay.
at the
I see them.
ends there. And those will go at the end of...
At the end, not on top?
Yep, at the
Okay.
end.
So it's going to be different. This one will be on...
Yeah, because this one has to overlap the two. Unless I want to... I could cut this shorter to make it, but I'm just going to...
No, it's fine.
Oh, but then maybe we'll do it on the inside because...
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which side we're going to have the netting.
Yeah.
But either way, that goes to the end.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking if this is raised, the netting...
Right, so we'll just put... Is it netting going to go on the outside?
It probably should go on the outside, yes, so a predator couldn't push it in.
Okay, so we'll just do that.
Okay.
Can you stand on that one right?
Where, on this?
Yeah, just put your foot...
Right here?
Perfect, thank you. Just stay there. I heard a crack.
I did too.
So I need to pre-drill the end of the 2x4 too.
Okay, good.
Yep. I'll do that on the other one too. Are we doing a bottom one?
Yeah, that's what these are.
I kind of want to do the bottom one after I have it in place because the contour of the ground isn't exactly flat.
Okay.
So.
You're way off, babe.
I see that.
Yeah, you have to come back to 90.
I see that. Hang on a second. This is supposed to be, oh, 7.5 is where I want that.
Yeah.
So then we'll have to, what are we going to do? Zip tie it?
We're going to have to.
Yeah.
Once the bottom's on, it'll be fine. And with the netting,
Oh, that's true.
you know, you'll have enough rigidity,
Yeah, so
I think.
You want to just go grab a zip tie here? Actually, do I have one? No. Just so we can, it's going to need two, I think. And we'll just put it on there kind of loosely to hold it up.
Okay. You want two of them or just the one?
Oh, that's one. It's fine. Yeah. I was thinking up here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, that'll work. So then we lift that one, screw it in.
Seems very cockeyed.
Let's see here. This needs to come back.
Yeah.
There we go, like that.
And do I need to zip on this one?
Yeah, let's zip tie it. Okay. Well, now we have to make that decision. Do we have to cut it down? Because that's pretty tall. Well, let's zip tie it and then we can talk through it.
Because I was like, 4 feet, babe, I can't. I mean, I can get over 4 feet, but not easily. I mean, if there was an emergency and we needed to get in there, it would not be a fast. Hang on, honey, the chickens.
All right, so it's a little tall.
I mean, it's a good height if we want to stand and watch.
It's gonna be, it's gonna keep them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a little tall.
Do we don't even have, oh, the new chicken wire that we just got is 48.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that stuff's only 36.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to make this shorter? Now's the time to decide that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go measure the stuff we're going to use, and then, well, if
I did think actually we do need that other ripped. Well, unless we use step and post. What are we going to use for the divider? So we may need 3. You know.
Oh yeah, divider.
Because we're giving each half. Unless we just want to give this whole run, and then they would have all of this area in between, and then we talked about potentially getting a third one of these.
Yeah, but for now...
Well, it's going to make a big difference on if we start cutting holes into the side and putting doors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess we could just use the the electrified netting that we have.
Right now for one of them. And then we'll build.
But then we wouldn't have anything on the top for aerial.
We could do to the holly tree again.
Oh, have it come out the front. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's not beautiful, ideal, but it would be at least, since we're still in the temporary as we're deciding if we want to do a third one or not.
Okay, so we just need to cut these down.
Let's go get see how tall it is, but yeah.
Where's my tape measure? It's on the ground. Well, I didn't know where it was.
I think it's 36 inches.
It's very easy to go under. Yeah, it's 3 feet.
Out of the way so we have a perfect view.
Sure, if you'd like. Here, let me get this stuff out of here so it doesn't spill. We have both panels built. Both panels are, they have the netting on it, or the chicken wire. This one is installed and zip tied to the frame. But what we're finding is that they're a little, like in the center there, it kind of wobbles a little bit. It's not horrible, but it wobbles. But over there, we have a big problem in that we can't zip tie to the frame like this because of the tarp. So what we decided to do...
Come up with solutions.
Katie said that we had a bunch of these cutoffs.
These ones.
In the red barn. They're T-post cutoffs. So we thought we would just use those as securing stakes. So we'll lean this one up against it and then put a stake in the ground, hammer it in, and that'll prevent it from falling forward.
Yeah, because the alternative would be to do what we did there and zip tie it, but that would require us to pierce into the tarp. And we didn't really want to do that. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but we wanted to see also if this worked because this will give us other options.
Yep. So we just need to center this. And then pound those in.
And then we did leave a lip as well with, you can kind of see it. We left about a 2.5, 3 inch?
Let's say 3 to 4 inch.
Yeah.
So what we ended up doing before we stopped filming yesterday, before the rain came in, is we decided to cut these a little shorter, make them 36 inches high instead of the 48 inches high, because the netting that we're using is 40 inches high. So we wanted that overlap down at the bottom, and we'll landscape staple those in. And then I think we also decided that this run is going to be just for this coop. And that run, we'll have another run going over this direction, because more than likely we're going to clear all these trees out eventually and put another coop right there. So we'll have similar setup, another coop, a run. So that's what we're going to do.
So I figure I have to put it on the ground, but I have it locked at the length of what this thing is.
Okay.
Don't know if that matters. But 90 inches is where we want the center, right?
Well,
I wasn't sure what you meant exactly.
Okay,
so.
I was just saying, go ahead and pull. I was just saying 7.5 feet from the edge here.
So 90 inches.
Is that 90 inches?
That's what we marked it as.
To go over a little bit?
Just a tiny, tiny bit. I mean,
okay.
It's on 89.
How's it now?
You just barely passed it.
Like okay. Centered is 89? Centered of that 2x4?
I'm assuming that is where 90 should be, and you are at 90.3.
All right, I'm calling it good enough.
Yeah, but when we straighten it up, it'll probably,
okay,
because it's very crooked. I can't do that, my pants will fall down. Nobody needs to see that. There we go. So I think this, and I only brought over one of each of those.
So first problem already is the overhang that we made.
Oh.
I can't. And the overhang of the hardware cloth.
Yeah. Double doing it?
So I'm going to come in there, and I'm going to do back there to secure it in place. Okay, that's really tall. Holy, careful.
Good thing you had your little thing to hold you up.
Okay, nailed it. All right. All right, I should have brought zip ties. Oh, I have zip ties.
I think a solution would be just cut a little slice in there.
Yeah.
And just put it wherever we want it, and then we can zip it back around the pole. Ah, good girl, Kinsley. Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
And then you can go get the other stuff.
Sure, I have to make my way over again.
I see. I'm strategic about this.
Okay. Careful. Nailed it.
Find the high ground. Find the high ground. It's kind of crazy how sturdy that is with one post and...
Yeah, good. We'll have to do that on that post.
On the other one, yeah. I think that'll make a big difference.
Just barely on that. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think you're hardly on the hardware cloth at all. Yeah, that's good.
Good, sweet.
Nice.
That worked out well.
Yeah. Woo!
So just that side now?
Every once in a while, what is it, a blind squirrel gets a nut?
All right, Ben.
I can go back and get more of these if you just want to use the same ones.
Yeah, I kind of like just
those, because I only grabbed the two of that size because I wasn't sure if we needed the plate. Mm-hmm. But we've got probably 15 or 20 of those, so that are just that random length.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I'll go grab, are we going to do it on the other?
Just need 2 more, unless we want to do it on those. So just really just
2 more? Okay, I can take the other ones back, or do you want to leave them up here?
Take them back.
Okay.
We did it.
We did it.
We are done for
the day.
The last thing we need to do is the automatic door, and that's arriving tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. So we just finished putting fishing wire up here. Maybe you can see that, maybe not, I don't know. But we did several strands of it to keep the aerial predators from swooping down and picking up our chickens. I think that looks cool.
Yeah. It turned out really good.
Yeah, it really did. So now they have a nice big area to play in and get some fresh grass until it's all gone. But we'll have to just create like a little step or something for
us
because it's still a little bit high, even though we made it only 36 inches.
Yeah.
But it's sturdy and secure. I think it's cool.
Was always meant to just be temporary housing until they're big enough so they can join the other flocks. So we're hoping that we never have to have chickens just live in here permanently, and this is all the area they get, at least not with large amounts of them. If anything, it'll be like 6 to 10 birds this would be their home.
Okay, nice.
So
let's do an update on your dust bath.
Yeah, they're loving the dust baths.
Let me go walk in there and show that one's using it.
Yeah, one's in there right now.
It took them a few days to figure out that it was for them to dust bathe in.
Each of the coops where they don't have a ton of access to, like our free rangers I didn't make one for because they can dust bath all over the place and they have access to a lot more stuff. So any of them that are kind of cooped up got a dust bath.
Okay.
Nice.
So tomorrow we'll get those installed.
Yeah.
That'll be on a different video, and we're going to get started on 3 or 4 more hoop coops. Yeah. Cattle panel hoop coops.
Yeah.
So
we can get all of the little temporary housing, they're all about ready to upgrade to the next step. And unfortunately, some of them are in the biggest that we have. So that means the next step is something like this.
So we'll see you on the next video.
All right, take care.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.